Hello, hello. Welcome to my Starfield Ship Building Guide. This is how you too can make my ship that I create every time I'm up to a certain point in the game in Starfield. This will allow you to build something for not just yourself that will be versatile in space, but also something that your crew can call home. And will also give you the maximum amount of crew capacity possible. So, first things first, you're going to need actually two specific skills. You're going to need piloting, maxed out all the way to C class, and starship design, up to 2. So, let's get started. So, for this build, we're using pretty much the base frontier.
Hey, what can I do for you?
I've only done some light modifications on the frontier since I got it, and that's basically just for the starting point. As I said, you need to be level at least 23 before you can do this build. So we're going to remove this, keep the landing gear, get rid of the cockpit and its guns. Keep this. Get rid of our old shield. And now we're gonna get started. So the first thing we're going to need is the mess hall 2x3. This will give your crew a place to eat and socialize. Our next one will be the cargo hall 2x3, which we'll be adding above the mess hall. Once that modification is complete, reattaching my control station, the next one we're going to need is the 2x2 Nova Galactic Battle Station, which we'll be adding here. This will increase our crew capacity as long as you have the crew station skill. The next one is the Nova Galactic Living Quarters 2x2, and you're going to want to put it right here, as the divider that goes between this will not get rid of any of your beds and will give you the maximum living space for your crew members. The next station we're going to add is actually going to be more than just role-playing elements. It will be something that's useful for us. First, we're going to add the infirmary, as this will add a research station for your ship, as well as the ability to make any medications, drugs, or performance enhancers for the battlefield that you're going to need. The next one is going to be the workshop, as this will give us the ability to manufacture any modifications for weapons, armor, and of course our spacesuits. Next comes the modifications that, of course, are the most important. First, we're going to hold on to this cargo hold, as we want to have as much cargo carrying capacity as possible. Then we're going to put the landing gear back on, even if it's only temporary. Next comes some more important elements. So for our reactor, we're going to go with the Fusor DC-401. This is one of the best reactors for us, as it's also a C reactor, and it has great power generation. Next is our grav drives. We're going to go with the RD1000 Beta Rave grav drive, as we actually don't need a C drive in order for it to function. Next, we're going to add temporarily the Cabot C3X bridge, as this is the best way for us to get off-world. This is only going to be a temporary addition, which we will switch out later. Now that we have temporarily attached those, we're going to move them again. So we can add the Supernova 2000 engine. As you can see, those won't work there. And we still have the minimum landing gear count. So, we need to add some more. This is why you need ship building rank number 2. Not to mention, this will look way better. So, we're going to go with the NG-20 landing gear. Now we need is to re-add a fuel tank. I would recommend going with the Titan 450, or excuse me, 550 HE3 tank. This has a fuel capacity of 160, and if we only add 2 of them, it should give us all the fuel we'll ever need. We're going to add our guns now. But in order to add the guns, we need a structural component. I would recommend the Horizon weapon mount, as this gives us the capacity to put the guns here. Once that is done, we can add our weapons. Now that you're up to C class, I would honestly recommend the Auto Alpha Beam. This gives you the firepower and the fire rate. Honestly, whatever you decide to add weapon-wise is up to you. Once your new ship is built and your new weapons have been added, you can add any customization modifications you want, though I would honestly recommend leaving this area alone, as this is a good spot where you can put more cargo holds and bays. We're going to move on to our next destination, which is going to be Deimos. I almost forgot one of the more important elements, our shield. I'm going to add the Odin 330. This is expensive, but worth it as it gives us the extra shield capacity that we need. We're going to head off to our next destination, the Deimos Star Yard. The Deimos Star Yard can, of course, be found orbiting Mars. This is what you're looking for.
Deimos and the UC are inexorably tied together. If one fails, the other does. I might not mind seeing that.
This is the guy that we'll be looking for.
What do we have here? Deimos pride, but we're more than happy to protect anyone that flies in. Heck, an independent. So, of course.
Now that we're here, we're going to swap out this bridge. For this one. We're a lower level right now, so we can't exactly afford the more expensive one of these, but this one will do for now. And now we can move these particle beam guns. And now I can remove these and put them up here. And get rid of these unsightly tail wings. Now that this has been modified, we have one last thing that we need to do. Our next destination is Valo, and we'll be looking for Polvo.
Jump complete.
Welcome to Freestyle Space. We're going to do a quick scan for contraband, and you can be on your way. You're clear to land at Hopetown.
We're going to land on Hopetown.
Smugglers always like to use Hope-Tech ships to resemble legitimate transports. I wonder how the company feels about that.
Got anything you need to offload? Trader, you should inspect your ship for heat leeches. Sure, how about it?
And now we're going to add our own captain's quarters. And we're gonna go with the empty one. The next thing that we're going to add is the cross brace. This will create a path between our workshop and our quarters. And then we're gonna color it. You can color it whatever you like, but me, I like the red and black. Once your ship is fully colored, this is what the interior should look like. As you can see, I have added an empty captain's quarters, as I want to build my own interior. So let's take this thing out to combat, shall we? I picked up a mission specifically for dealing with ships, and we're gonna head there and show this baby off.
You're messing with the fleet, pal.
liking
think
this
that's
ship
necessary,
design.
Tracer.
Don't forget to like,
It's enough to know that being
comment,
courteous to
and
others is the
subscribe.
right